Hey my loves, welcome back to my crochet channel. My name is Sally and today I'll be showing you guys how to crochet this beanie that looks like it's knitted, and it's actually very simple and it's a very easy pattern. As you can see, the little V's really stand out, which makes it look knitted. So the reason why I didn't use front post double crochets is because the double crochet is a bigger stitch, and with just the half front post double crochet you can just really see the little V's more clear than if you were to use a front post double crochet, which is like a bigger stitch. So for this tutorial I'll be using the color Cafe Latte, and this is Redheart Super Saver yarn, but you guys could use any kind of medium weight yarn. So the other materials I will be needing is some scissors, a yarn needle to sew in my ends, and a skinny needle and thread for the pom-pom. And I will be using a size 8 crochet hook. Okay, so next I'm just going to begin by chaining 3 chains, and this will count as our first half double crochet. So next I will wrap the yarn around my hook and go into the first chain that we made. Next I will just grab my tail and wrap it around the hook, creating a magic circle. Okay, so hold it with your finger and then grab your feeding yarn and pull it through once, and then yarn over and pull through all 3, making a half double crochet. So next we will just keep placing half double crochets until we end up with a total of 14 half double crochets, and that's including the chain 3 in the beginning. So next I'm just gonna go ahead and count all my stitches just to make sure that I have 14 half double crochets. So next I will just be doing a simple slip stitch, and I will just be counting up. So that is the chain where we began, then I will be going into that second one. Okay, not that one, but that one, and do a slip stitch. So next, instead of going at the top of every stitch, we will be going around the posts, and we will be making 2 front post half double crochets. And the way you do that is you insert your hook and you find the chain 2 where we began, and you can see that the post is on top of the hook. Okay, so next you're just going to grab your yarn and pull it through. Okay, and then we will just yarn over and pull through all 3, making our first front post half double crochet. And we will also be placing another one around that post as well. Okay, so next we will just be doing the same. We will place our increase of 2 front post half double crochets around each stitch, and we will do this all the way around. you will just slip stitch together, and you don't need to chain one for this. You could just yarn over and begin your posts. So for this row, I will just place one front post half double crochet around each stitch. Okay, and we will be doing the same. We will be going around the posts and place our half double crochet. Then we'll meet for the next row. Okay, so for this next row, I will be placing one front post half double crochet around the first post, and then on every second stitch we will place our increase of 2 front post half double crochets, and we will be doing this all the way around. So at this point, you could see that there's a lot of waves going on, and that's perfectly normal. So to help eliminate that, I will just be placing 2 rows of half front post double crochets, and that will help remove all the waviness that's going on. So for rows numbers 5 and 6, I just placed 1 front post half double crochet around each post all the way around, and then we'll meet for row number 7. So before we move on to row number 7, I just want to show you guys real quickly how the back looks and how you can count it. So you count these little ridges, and as you can see, I have 6 rows. So now for row number 7, this will be our last row of increases, and I will just place 1 front post half double crochet into the first 2 stitches, and on every 3rd stitch we will place our increase of 2 front post half double crochets, and we will do this all the way around. So if you want to make a regular size beanie, just go all the way to row number 19. And if you want a slouchy beanie, you can go ahead and go all the way to row number 25. To make the brim of the hat, I just did 1 front post half double crochet and then 1 back post double crochet, and I just alternated those 2. So as you can see, I inserted my hook from behind. I'm pulling out my string, and then I'm just going to yarn over and pull through all 3, and that's a back post half double crochet. So next I'm just going to do a front post half double crochet, and then again a back post half double crochet, and I did this all the way around for 4 rows. Then we'll meet for the next step. So to finish off the beanie, I just placed a front post single crochet all the way around the brim, and I did this just to eliminate the beanie from like fanning out at the ends, and also so that it could be a little bit more snug when you put it on. So if you want to make the beanie with the textured brim, I wouldn't really recommend doing this because you don't have to, because it doesn't fan out like this one would. So to sew the pom-pom on, I just grabbed my needle and thread, and you gotta make sure it's a fine needle because if you use the bigger needle it won't go through the pom-pom. So once you have your thread through, you can go ahead and grab the two ends and tie a knot. And you can tie a knot twice so that the knot doesn't come out. And I just inserted my needle through. Okay, next I grabbed my pom-pom and I went through the bottom. Okay, and now this is the important part right here. I just looked for my knot that I made and I placed my needle before the knot. So to finish off, I just placed 2 knots. And then I just pulled my needle through the pom-pom to hide the thread, and I just snipped it off. Just want to show you guys the measurements of the beanies, and this one right here is the regular adult size beanie with brim. And this one right here is the slouchy beanie with no brim, and it's also adult sized. So those are the measurements. And this one is my slouchy beanie for adults with brim. Okay, so these are the measurements for the toddler size beanie, and if you guys would like to make this one, I will have the link down below for you guys in a separate video. So this will be the measurements for the baby size beanie, and also if you guys want the tutorial for this, I will have the link down below. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification